Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video and your daily update on Bitcoin. I mean, right now I think the markets are a bit strange, all right? So there's only so much I can say about Bitcoin. I mean, yesterday we had a bit of a Friday shakeout, all right? So we had some volatility both ways. The initial bearish momentum, I mean, that could be explained by the dollar strength index, which was pretty strong yesterday after some positive US economic data. So maybe, and I thought about this yesterday as well, maybe there's some more correlation coming back into the dollar strength index and Bitcoin. But if you only look at the last period, it's not true, because then you would see that they are both positively correlated. Which historically they're actually negatively correlated, and that's the main correlation. So I don't think they're correlated yet, but I mean, just in general, what we saw yesterday is that the volume was dropping down across the markets, and then there was liquidity on both sides, and then you get a bit of a shakeout, and that's also what I expect in this weekend, all right? Because again, what we see is that the volume is slowly creeping down. I expect that to continue dropping down, and then if you take a look at where most of the liquidity is at, it's basically around us, all right? So you have quite a lot of liquidity to the upside at our main resistance level at 44,500, as you can see right here. And then there's also quite a lot of liquidity to the downside around 41,700, and then basically all the way down to 39 and 38,500. So in conclusion, we cannot really make any conclusions based on that. And if you take a look at the technicals, I would say the technicals are leaning to be a little bit bullish. I mean, it's very much up and down, especially since this week. I mean, this week it's been mostly up and down, but you can see a little bit of bullish momentum here. The EMAs are sloping up. Obviously, I mean, if you fundamentally think about it, we have the halving coming up, which I don't necessarily think that's going to provide us with a lot of bullish momentum right now. But it is true. It is true that that's coming. I believe it's the 8th of April. And then apart from that, we also have inflows coming in from ETFs. I believe at least. The last time I checked the data, they were actually inflows instead of outflows via Grayscale. So that's all fundamentally positive. If we have a look at the open interest, so if there's any momentum building up for Bitcoin, what you'll see there is that we had a bit of spikes yesterday, but that was a bit weird. I think it's some sort of a data error. And overall, it's not too high. So I would say that the market right now, the way I would describe it, is just very choppy. All right, it's up and down. It's not really respecting technicals. It doesn't really have one direction. Like I said, I mean, if I would, the open interest is even slightly low. So that's a bit of a bearish indication, but it's also the weekend. So there's not much value we can derive from that. So overall, like I said, I'm going to have to stick with the technicals as I see them right now. And that is that I do think a bit of a bullish push is more likely. But then we get to the point of getting a bullish breakout above 44,500, and I don't see that as a possibility because of the low open interest. So that's very much a possibility, right? I mean, something like this would probably be most likely, find resistance, and then grab the liquidity to the downside. So that's very much up and down, and that is what I expect, especially with the liquidity to both to the upside. And the demand side, it's just a great time to manipulate the prices up and down, grab all of that liquidity, exit some positions, make the open interest drop down lower. Maybe later we can actually get a drop back down to like 40,000. And then at some point of time, either in March or at the end of this month, I think we'll see some more accumulation, some more bullish market circumstances, and then more is possible. But no, for now, this is what I think. All right, so if you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check out my premium and Signal group. Links to that will be down in the description or the pinned comment, but that's up to you to check out. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.